morning and happy Earth Day.
We hope you had a great week.
Here's your Pointer Pack News, episode 109.
Sophomores, we hope your ACT Aspire went well this past week.
Seniors, there's still time to get your cap and gown. You'll need to contact Balfour's Fort Smith office at 479-782-4723.
Here's a heads up on classes that are offered next year and this summer.
The ACT class will be offered for 2 weeks in the summer. You can go to your English teacher or the counselor's office for more information.
If you're interested in creating next year's yearbook, you need to go to Miss Moose's room at S211 and pick up an application.
And if you're interested in joining Pointer Pack News next year, contact Miss Allen.
Please help us congratulate some students who placed in the River Valley Student Art Competition.
Isai Monterosa placed third in the drawing category.
And Erica Kramer, Clara Griffith, Christina Garcia, and Riley Norris received honorable mention in their respective categories.
Good job, guys!
Welcome back to sports. Baseball swept Alma last Tuesday in a doubleheader and won over Fayetteville last week, making their record 17-4 overall. Connor Brady also hit a grand slam at Fayetteville. Baseball hosted Vilonia Tuesday and Farmington yesterday. Softball hosted Vilonia Tuesday and hosts Gentry today. Boys soccer won over Greenbrier last week, making their conference record 7-1. Soccer hosted Greenwood Tuesday and travels to Mountain Home today. The girls' track team placed third overall and the boys placed sixth at the Pointer Relays last week. Grayson Burgett placed second in the 100-meter dash. The girls' 4x200-meter relay team placed second. Taven Peck placed second in the triple jump. Kyla Jeffcoat placed second in pole vault. Chris Russell placed second in long jump. Lastly, Zane Krause placed first in pole vault. Track traveled to Southside yesterday. That's it for sports. See you next week.
In sports, Alabama football head coach Nick Saban said during an interview that new rules allowing college athletes to monetize their name, image, and likeliness are dramatically altering the competitive landscape of college football.
This will create a situation where you can basically buy players. Other big-name coaches in the sport have recently said it's in need of a complete blow-up to accommodate the change.
Here are some other headlines in the U.S.
Elon Musk, who already owns 9.2% stake in Twitter, has made a $43 billion offer to buy the rest of the company.
Peloton dropped its price of the hardware and is hiking the price of its content subscription service as part of the revival efforts.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill that bans abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
Employees at the Apple Store at the NYC's Grand Central Station are reportedly attempting to form a union. If successful, it'd be one of the first unions at the Apple retail stores.
The overall cost for gas, food, and other everyday items is increasing at its fastest rate in more than 40 years.
Inflation hit 8.5% in March.
Fruity Pebbles are the new reserve currency because cereal prices jumped 9.2%. Meat prices spiked even more, 14.8%.
We've reported on this before, but we wanted to keep you in the loop because it's not going away anytime soon, according to reports.
Here's a couple price spikes. Fuel oil, gasoline, used car and trucks spiked 35%, and airline fares.
And again, save your pennies, friends. Gas prices are supposedly going to be high throughout the summer.
Despite the rising cost of high fructose corn syrup and aluminum, a 23-ounce can of Arizona iced tea remains 99 cents, the same price as it was when it hit shelves 3 decades ago.
Founder and chairman Don Voltaggio told LA Times that he's committed to the 99 cents. Consumers don't need another price increase from a guy like me.
And for that reason alone, we think we'll go buy a few. Thanks, Don.
Frank R. James was taken into custody in Manhattan on Wednesday afternoon, more than 24 hours after a shooting on a Brooklyn subway train which wounded 23 people. James was charged with a federal terrorism offense.
James released a smoke grenade and shot 10 commuters during the rush hour commute.
In politics, Brian Benjamin, New York's lieutenant governor, resigned after being arrested on federal charges related to campaign finance fraud. South Dakota lawmakers impeached the state's attorney general, who fatally hit a man with his car in 2020.
In Russia and Ukraine,
Russian President Vladimir Putin, in a rare public appearance, called the goals of Russia's invasion of Ukraine noble and said that peace talks were at a dead end.
President Biden announced $800 million in new military aid to Ukraine, including helicopters, artillery systems, and armored vehicles.
Sweden and Finland are seriously thinking about joining NATO.
The two Nordic countries that were previously not in the alliance took steps to join the club, showing how the war in Ukraine has brought about greater unity in Europe. Getting NATO was one of Putin's main objectives in launching the war.
So at least in that case, his invasion has completely backfired.
Hey, it's Hadley. Let me tell you about your weekend weather. Today will be significantly warmer than last weekend with highs in the 80s, some cloud coverage, and some pretty significant winds reaching 20 miles per hour. There's a small chance of rain Saturday evening that will remain throughout the day on Sunday. During the day on Sunday, you can expect some periodic thunderstorms. Now for your world weather, at least 45 people died after days of torrential rain caused heavy floods and mudslides in South Africa. 2 more deaths occurred in New Mexico as a result of yet another destructive wildfire. That's about it for world weather. Now for your fun fact. Did you know that the fastest gust of wind ever recorded was over 200 miles per hour? Now you do. That's it for me, guys. Have a great weekend.
That's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. Until then.
Drink some water, wear your seatbelts, tell someone you love them, and here are some student subs.
When I was younger, I should have known better, and I can't feel no remorse, and you don't feel nothing bad. I got a new girlfriend. He feels like he's on top, and I don't feel no remorse. And you can't see past my blindness. Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, since the flood. Heaven help a fool who falls in love. I got a little paycheck.
Give me peeing. This is my child.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't see the D.
Okay, no. Stop.
Yeah, 43.
I'm sorry, no. At 6:30, I get up and I brush my teeth, and then I get dressed, and I get back in bed. It's okay.
We can feed him.
You've been on my mind, girl, since the flood.